Hi, I think I'm live again now. I'm obviously get over my fear, but that's what I want to talk about today. And it's what is it about fear that keeps us moving forward in our life? As you know, this week I did my very first Facebook Live. It was something that I was very scared of doing. And I've been thinking about what was it that really prevented me from living the best life and doing what I really knew that I needed to do for my business, but I was so scared of doing it. And I work on this a lot with my clients. And when we have an emotion that really overcomes us so strongly that we're sort of paralyzed in moving forward, we need to clear that block. It's a block in our life, and obviously we can't do what we need to do. So how do we get over that? And what is the structure of it? So basically, I've been thinking about what was the things in my life that really prevented me from speaking up, and I wanted to speak really briefly about that today. Now, I've had adrenal issues from a very, very young age, and I had a biological mother who was schizophrenic, and for me, it wasn't safe for me to be seen and heard as a child, and so I learned at a very young age to shut down, to not speak my truth, not be seen, not be heard, because that was the thing that was keeping me from being safe. And I've taken that pattern of behaviour. So this happened to me in the imprinting period, which is in between the ages of 0 to 7. So at a very young age, my subconscious mind realised that me keeping myself small and not being seen was keeping me being safe. And so my neural pathways in my brain grew this way. And so every time there was a situation where I felt a little bit scared or I had all the adrenaline going, it was very easy for me to shut down because that's how I knew how to act. And then another thing that happened to me in my life was I was brought up in a religion when I was a very young girl, and I was made to go knocking on doors. And the doors kept getting slamming on my face. So it was more positive affirmation for me to just keep quiet because I didn't want this to keep happening. And you can imagine, as a really timid girl who had learnt how to shut down, being confronted with this all the time was harder and harder. And then so my neural pathways in my brain had got deeper and deeper into you need to be quiet, you need to not be seen. And then another thing that happened in my life was when I was at school, because I was very timid and I'd had these experiences, every time I went to speak up in a class and be at the front of a class and do an assignment, I'd make myself sick because I had then, my neural pathways have been like, oh, you're really, really scared of this. You either bring on a panic attack or you have to be scared of this because you're not feeling safe, and so therefore I'm going to make you sick. So I've built up over all of my life, and I'm 45 years old now, built up all of my life, all of these reasons why it wasn't safe for me to be seen. And we all do this in different areas. So there's some people that are really good at being seen, and this isn't their issue. But if you have an emotion in your life where there's something that's really holding you back from being your best self, this is the structure of what's happening. Your subconscious mind has realized that there is a block and it's trying to shut you down and it's trying to keep you safe. And so what we now need to do is grow those neural pathways. So whether that's coming to see maybe a therapist like me, or a different type of therapist, or working through it like I've worked through it, where I've incrementally done a little bit each day, a little bit each week. My intention was to finally do a live video. There's many ways that we can overcome our blocks, but I just wanted to talk, a little bit about the structure of why it was so hard for me to make this step, and to help people realize that maybe this is happening for you as well. Maybe there's something within you that is preventing you from doing what you want because you've got all of these beliefs inside, and maybe it isn't that you need to feel safe. Maybe there's another emotion that's driving you. Maybe it could be many, many things. But just if you have been feeling like me and really have felt stuck in your life and you know what your next step is, I'd love you write to me. This video will be live, right, and let us know what